So the Puritans over on Twitter are upset again, and I want you to take a look at this picture, and I want you to tell me why. Take a second, pause the video if you must. Why do you think they're upset? What could it be about this anime that's coming soon really have people in a twist about?
How dare you!
All right, so we've got Ishuzoku Reviewers being both praised and despised. Now, I saw this get shared on Twitter a few days ago because if you've been following the channel, it would seem that anime and manga are being relentlessly attacked right now. And I want you to take a look at this picture and wonder what could be the reasoning for why they're doing that. Now, if you were to take a look at this animation style, and I don't know, compare it to maybe, I don't know, the stuff you see in Marvel Comics. Look at their superhero, Captain Marvel. Flat as a board. Flat as a board. Then you have the sidekick over there on the left. Now, that's something that I've always liked to point out in Marvel Comics for sure. When you see hero characters over there that are women, they're always going to be flat, kind of masculine. If you're looking for a turncoat female character, they'll look like the one on the left. Or their sidekick. They're usually not of importance. The characters that really matter over there are the ones that look like the one to the right, Captain Marvel. And I really don't think that this type of look is what people are looking for. But the Puritans want this. This is the future for them, where women are masculine. And when you have those pesky old Japanese people going against the narrative, well, they get a little bit upset about it. One of the reasons that I believe the anime community is under attack right now by all of these people is simple, because these values aren't shared by the Japanese people, and it presents a problem, especially when you consider the fact that anime and manga are doing so well profit-wise outside of Japan. This industry is growing leaps and bounds all the time. You have Netflix and Sony now moving to kind of get an edge on that popularity. That's why Sony acquired Funimation, and that's why Netflix has been doing a lot of R&D into anime for a while, and they're prepared to put a lot of resources behind bringing more anime to their platform. You saw this move recently with Neon Genesis. They paid like $1 million just to have the streaming rights, to the show. They can't even make DVDs or Blu-rays. They just have streaming. And while that is the future, unfortunately, as I like physical copies, it's just another point that this is a big growing industry. And as always, Puritans, you know them as NPC, SJWs, stuff like that. They don't like that because they don't have a foothold in there. They own Hollywood, and that's why you're seeing more and more franchises go the same route as this one. Look at this Terminator Dark Fate preview poster. These were the main characters of a franchise. They got completely changed. You see more and more of this, and I firmly believe this is why more and more people are shifting over to Japanese storytelling. They're going back to what people like, and that's why it's growing. Now, I think the numbers are behind that, and I think you're seeing the trends go that way. And that's why the battle has already started.
The line must be drawn here.
So this show translates to Interspecies Reviewers, and it's actually in the same shonen magazine where you would have read Tenchi Muyo and other series that kind of looked like it. I watched a video on it. I can share it in the comments if you want to go get an idea of what this story is. But the point is, it's no more racy than those shows. It's a little edgy, right? But you got to remember who the demographic is for this book. And of course, that same demographic is being chased when they bring it to an anime. That's the purpose. But when you have these Puritans, these NPC, what they want is it needs to be for everybody. It needs to be for everybody. You can't just chase one group of people. Okay, it needs to be a little more inclusive, a little bit more diverse. Needs to have those little things in there. You need to change that. You need to pluck those back, cut that hair, get rid of that there. Like this person says here, me. You know what can make those characters with interesting personalities, stories, and looks without reducing them to a pair of breasts, you know? Anime and video game developers say no. So as you can see, here's a quick look at one of the bios that Senkaku Complex captured. You can already see the type of people that are coming in and trying to destroy it. I always like to point out that these people are what they say they hate, colonialists, because they're actually trying to put their values and political ideology on another country. They fail to recognize that every time. They see there's nothing wrong with it. It really makes them what they claim to hate, but as always, with all criticisms, they will ignore that. I would say that's not really the point. The point is to get their agenda across by any means necessary, so they were never really trying to have a good faith argument anyway. But as you can see here, they just come through. It's already under attack. You've got them right here. Look at this. You know, every time you click on the profiles of these people, it's the same bio every single time. The art style is cute, and I still don't want to look at it. This is just, I'm a dude, and I think this is freaking gross. Like, I'm all for the titty, but this is just a no. I hate everything about this. I'm a porn account, and even I think this is too much, LMAO. Whoever designed this clearly doesn't understand how boobs work. This is why people look down on anime fans. Yo, what in God's name is this stuff? How does this even get to premiere? But no game, no life, hasn't gotten a second season? I'm sorry, but what the fresh hell is this? Please, God, no. Keep your fetish away from me. And on, and on, and on.
No shit.
This one's sweet. Another low-budget harem for me to not watch. Now, so what I wonder is what anime or manga are these people reading? Because a lot of them have fan servicey stuff. There are certainly stuff out there that doesn't have that. You mostly see this in a lot of shonen stuff. A lot of shonen stuff has fan servicey stuff. And I just wonder, like, so obviously, maybe, just maybe, that genre isn't for you. But that's part of the problem, isn't it? It needs to be for them. So therefore, they're willing to burn it to the ground because they can't have what you like. It's always the typical narrative every time. And the line needs to be drawn here. They've already taken comic books. They've made dents in video games. They've destroyed Hollywood. It really is all that's left. All that is left is anime and manga. That's it. So, will you be watching Interspecies Review when it comes to North America? I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. Also, throw a like up, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure you're still subscribed. And I will see you guys on the next one. And at this rate, it'll be a lot sooner than later. Peace.